right? Which is this idea that there's a proper way to learn, and you have to do your time, and you have to have patience, and you have to go through the process. And if you don't do that, you haven't earned the right to do this job and be good at it. And I think there is a certain kind of bar and a certain kind of person that is always going to appeal to, and they will always exist. But what you're assuming is that we want, and the bar industry is going to look the same in 10 years as it does now, and it's not. It's going to look completely different. AI is going to change everything about the way we do our jobs, and I genuinely believe that in 10 years' time, the kind of way that we're talking about and the bars I operate as well, will be relatively niche, and they'll be wonderful, and we'll still go there for a paper menu and a bartender making us a martini to order. But that will be like 5% of the bars that we go to. It'll be quite niche, and they'll be amazing, and we'll only work with people that are really passionate about it. But the rest of it's going to look completely different, and I think if you push against that progress, you're just going to be really frustrated, because things are going to change really, really quickly. It's going to be quite rapid, and I feel like that's for me, that's sort of fine. Like I feel okay about that, if I'm honest.
And what about you, Axel? What do you think of this description of you as a Gen Z bartender?
I agree with this practice, but I also agree with Liam. We have to evolve. When the world is evolving, we have to evolve with it. And AI is going to be a big part of our world, whether we like it or not. So we have to adapt as well. You can work in a bar where you only make classics, or you can work in a bar that only do pre-batches. You can pick your poison.
No, I think it's actually good. It's good for people who like things done properly. It's going to be good, but it just means your craft is going to be more recognised, and it'll be a bit more niche, but it'll be really recognised, it'll be really revered, but I don't think it'll be mainstream. I think that's what I'm saying.
If I'm going to say something, actually there are quite a lot of trends, there are quite a lot of styles. There are the classic bars, there are classic bartenders, and there are the classic people as well. And then there are people actually they work only with batches or pre-batches, or let's say for some they're working with prototypes with the latest machinery and everything. It's totally understanding. And I mean, this is the involvement. We need actually to follow the trends, we need to involve as well. But just to do that, to have this kind of romance behind it, I would say, let's say for example, that we need to go through the history, so we know the history, and then let's say for example, we can master the whole new trends.
I couldn't agree more. Like, I think you should learn the basics before doing rotovapes or milk punches. But you can still do it, and you can open a niche place by only knowing that as well, if you only serve that.
Okay,
that is more of a concept than a bar.
Okay, we're nearly wrapping up now, so this is a perfect opportunity, and thank you so much for that.
Thank you
and
very
your
much.
passion for that. And also, everybody, once we're finished, go out, make connections, do what he said, and actually learn from this show. But while we're here, has anybody got anything they'd like to either express opinions or ask questions?
I would like to ask something, and also for the lovely friend over there. First of all, how many Gen Z people are here now? Gen Z? We are more than one hand? 2 hands? Okay, great. Well, I'm Gen Z myself, and I do travel, and I do use social media, and I do try to network, and when I have time, join competitions and represent myself and do all those things. But I do feel a bit attacked by you. I'm really sorry, I don't know you. But I feel you carry a bit of a mindset which we often find in this old school community, and I feel like you feel we don't do enough. I'm really sorry, but I think it's so fucking overwhelming, everything we have to do to educate ourselves, to keep up with all the changes we have in our society, with adapting with the whole digital world, but also learning from the old school people and do all those things. So I wouldn't like to support this mindset. I understand where you're coming from, because I'm in the industry for 10 years, unfortunately. But I would like also to say that we do need to have these talks more. We do need people like you from the older generations to educate us. We cannot do this. We're really struggling to keep up with everything that's going on. So don't only come and say to us, oh, I'm sorry, you are so spoiled, because it's so freaking hard to do everything we do. And I'm really sorry, you've learned a mindset, you've learned to do things the way you do, but we also in the transition of being between the two worlds, and it's challenging, because it's just a lot. So instead of criticizing, I would like to empower the mindset of educating people, and I love the talk you guys do, so thank you. But let's not be hard to us.
But we did actually say that you guys are actually voicing the things that we should have said years ago. Do you know what I mean? So we're not all attacking. We're trying to find a solution for the old school, the OGs, but also people going forward, because that's the only way that we can all work together. We want to find that solution. So it's great hearing your point of view, and absolutely brilliant hearing your point of view. So it's this meeting of minds, and then we can make the magic happen. So thank you so much.
No, 100%, and thank you for everything. It's good to talk about it.
Anybody else here would like to say anything, put forward their views, ask questions, share the love? No? Okay, well, thank you so much for attending. Please do make sure that you follow SIP, join SIP, and actually there's a prize going to win some tickets to BCB Singapore, so make sure you do that. All of the QR codes are scattered around here, so make sure that you do that, and just follow the program for more details. But thank you so much for attending. Oh, well done, Steve.